Along with discussing so many details about building the Mishkan in this week's parasha, the Torah, interestingly enough, places Shabbos Kodesh right next to building the Mishkan. And the truth is, the Torah did the same thing in last week's parasha. One must ask, what is the reason that the Torah places Shabbos Kodesh next to building the Mishkan? The Chassam Sofer has a fascinating answer. Listen to this. He says building the Mishkan is one of the greatest things that you could do. In fact, Chazal tell us it's comparable to the creation of Shemayim Va'aretz, the entire universe. However, a person in all his enthusiasm may get so excited to build the Mishkan, he may want to do so on Shabbos Kodesh. And therefore, says the Chassam Sofer, the Torah specifically placed the mitzvah of Shabbos Kodesh next to building the Mishkan to teach you, however great it is to build that Mishkan, Shabbos Kodesh is even greater. Then, the Chassam Sofer takes it a step further. However great Shabbos Kodesh is, that it's greater than building the Mishkan, even greater than that is a human life, is a human being. Because we know that we desecrate Shabbos for the sake of human life. Says the Chassam Sofer, you know what that teaches us? That however great it is to build the Mishkan, and even greater is Shabbos Kodesh, but a human life, a human being, every one of us, is even greater than Shabbos Kodesh. Human life is more precious than anything else in the world. Why? Because of our intrinsic great value. It was deep in Russia. The KGB was searching for anyone that had more money than they were supposed to have. They got news about a Jew that apparently had stashed away thousands and thousands of dollars. They found out who he was. They barged into his home and they ransacked the place, finding over $100,000 of cash. They walked out and they said to the Yid, tomorrow, we're coming for you. Now this Yid had nowhere to run. They knew where he lived. He didn't know what to do. He knew that he had $10,000 left in cash. It was hidden under the carpet. And he wanted to give it to his son. Maybe at least his son would have a good life. But he couldn't just give it to his son. He couldn't even tell his son. The KGB planted all sorts of devices all over the house. He'd be heard, he'd be found out, it would be terrible. So he did the following. He opened up one of his belts and he sewed inside the belt all of the cash, $10,000 in total. And the next morning, right before the KGB entered to get him, he told his son, take this belt. Always hold on to this belt. Never let go of this belt. This belt is going to be the ticket to your success. The son grabs the belt, they hug, and then the KGB comes in, they part ways. For the next few years, this son holds on to this belt, wears it every single day, but cannot understand the bracha, the blessing that his father gave him. Where are all the riches? What did his father mean when he said that this belt will be the ticket to his success? After a few years of wearing the belt and having no success, he threw the belt to the floor in frustration. And there it was. One of the stitches came loose as it hit the ground. And one of the bills of the notes of money inside came sticking out. He looked at it. What's in this belt? I always wondered why it was bulging. And he opened up the belt to find $10,000 of cash. There was a belt that he had on him for years without recognizing what was really inside. Says the Chassam Sofer, that's what the Torah means in this week's parasha. However great the Mishkan is, however great Shabbos Kodesh is, intrinsically, hidden inside every single one of us, is tremendous greatness. Make sure you use the gifts that Hashem gave you. Have an amazing Shabbos.